a Merlin engine that was taken from an aircraft and converted, basically because we all went to jet. So I'm going to explain a few things on the next running more than likely if I get a bit more time. But so I'm just going to dance around the situation. Right, so this is called a Meteor engine, not just a Merlin. It's the only other named engine that's not just named after a bird of prey. It's all Royce engines are named after birds of prey. As I say, this became called a Meteor. Now I think Meteor came from Rover. See, because this is a B4. This is the last model that we produced. We stopped doing the aircraft engine, which was the original Merlin engine, in 1951. We stopped producing the B4, or the Meteor engine, in 1962. So everything that went on, meaning advances, was put into this engine. Now the comparison is, as I say, I'm just going to tell you about the comparison. If anybody wants to come and listen and I'll tell you all about things different. But the comparison is, a Merlin engine weighs 1,000 kilos, which is a ton. The plane that you usually see flying around is usually a Mark 9. That would weigh about 6 or 7 ton. So you've got a 1 ton engine and a 6 or 7 ton plane. The sports car engine. Obviously, I don't know if there's a tank here, a Centurion tank here, but the Centurion tank weighed 52 ton. And obviously, if there's a tank here, you're not going to see the engine, so this is basically the carcass, what powers an engine like this. Now, we have obviously got it back, we have dressed it as a Merlin, which it originally came from. Now, the sound of these engines obviously comes from different exhausts. Obviously a tank exhaust is obviously a lot bigger and makes it look quieter. We have got it dressed, or the exhaust system, as a Mosquito. We haven't got a Mosquito flying, so you'll have to believe this is what it must sound like. Now you get them in doubles, singles, all sorts. But as I say, this is a Mosquito. Oh, the reason it's the Mosquito of this shape, by the way, if anybody knows, that a Mosquito is made out of wood. The wings are wood. The engine and everything might be metal, but the wings are wood. So they brought them out and swept them down, so it went underneath the wing. Because they say this thing's cooking. This thing does what it says, it spits fire. So that's why it's this shape. We've also got two other types. What we originally started off with, which was a short, which obviously is on the Spitfire. Again, it does what it says, it spits fire. That's the small one. Then we went to the bigger type. There's fishtail, there's doubles, there's singles, there's all sorts. But it's for a day fighter. The Spitfire, an Hurricane, and the Mosquito was a nighttime bomber and a day fighter. The same thing was into two, but the Spitfire and Hurricane was a bomber, a fighter. But if you go to the bombers, that's different altogether. They are not done for show, they are done for a reason. A Halifax, a Wellington, a Lancaster, all have different types of exhausts. So I say it's not done for a day, it's done because the nighttime bombers, they went over bombing, obviously, at night 500 or 600. This thing's cooking. It's made of stainless steel to conduct the heat. This is not for sound, to reduce the flames. Any original wartime plane, especially a bomber, you don't see them. They're actually covered over, because they're like beacons. If you ever see one of these run at night, they are glowing. So they covered them over, but that's the reason why the Lancaster, well, this is just the Lancaster one. You won't get them on anything else. The Halifax and as I say, all have different types of ones, but it's done for a reason, not done for a sound. It's done for a reason. That's why the Lancaster engines sound a lot nicer than the Spitfire, which is just straight down. Anyway, we're going to give it a run. There's a couple of things I need to tell you. The last running I did it, which was a week or so ago, I've got a water leak problem. It's in the radiator, so it's not a problem. I thought I'd just let you know if somebody says it's leaking water. I've been trying to solve it all day. It's the pressure. It's a 27 litre pressure in the radiator that's causing it. So please don't concern yourself. If it gets more dramatic, I shall switch it off. The first running is always the best running because it's a cold engine. It does what Michael Caine says it does. Blows up or takes off. Well, it's not going to take off or switch it off. It will read 100 degrees boiling point within 7 minutes. I'm not here to run it on tick over, I'm ready to give it a good, well, not hammering, but I'm not here to break it, but I'm here to show you what it can do. So if anybody wants to stay after the event, please do. I'll explain any more details about it. So I said we're only going to run it for 7 minutes, unfortunately, because that's where it'll get, with the heat, what we've got already, it will get to boiling point. The also other reason is, it's an aircraft engine. It's still a petrol engine. That's what killed it in a tank, the fuel economy. It's a litre a minute, and we're going to be opening it up and probably doing 2 litres a minute. For health and safety, we've only got 2 gallons, 10 litres. So again, that's why we're only going to run it for 6 or 7 minutes. So, there we are. I could explain more about how the name came about, but I'm limited to my time. So, if you want to come in here and run again, we'll run it later on today when it's cooled down a bit. I'll tell you a bit more about why it became called a Meteor and what's Rover got to do with it. The only other thing I'd like to ask, and it's all entirely up to you, we have a donation box. Any donations, we've got some articles genuine there for sale, any donations is always grateful. I think in our lifetime you aren't going to see these engines run on display, because we'll either gone electric or we won't be able to get the fuel. Most of these will probably be in museums, you'll be able to see them. Obviously at the moment at these shows you can hear one run. So, you know, and imagine in a plane, not in a tank, because the tank is at the other end, sat just here in front of this damn thing. Just one engine. It's very, well, lovely, powerful. Anyway, we're going to go. As I say, I would like to talk to you more about it. I have to drop everything for it vibrates. So I'm going to, as I say, not just run it, I'm going to rev it and give it some hammer. Because I'm not here to break it. I hope not anyway. Right, let's have a go. Let's go again.
Daddy? Yeah?
Is the noise
I don't think so.
No, no. If you don't like it, just tell me and we'll go from there.
Ladies and gents, please put your hands together again. I think you'll agree that was absolutely incredible.
I've got a bit of water.
Now, coming up next for you in the main arena is our midday gun. So if you came into the show this morning, it was just on your left-hand side.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
We don't know what
Yes,
you're saying.
what? What?
We don't know what you're saying. We're there.
Yes, dear. No. Yes. No, I'm talking to Derbyshire. I don't know where Wednesday.